Hello class, today we are going to continue with the totally rad PowerPoint project. We are moving on to the next step, which is to create a funny comic. For this slide, what you're going to do is click on Make Beliefs Comics, and a new window will open. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to use Make Beliefs Comics to make a comic. And then you can make your own funny comic to include on your last slide. I'm not going to actually take the time to make a comic. I'm just going to show you some of the features. So first of all, I'm going to show you the characters here. You can choose from many different characters. So if I want to choose this little baby, I click on her, and I can also click on the arrows here to change the way she looks. And that's the same for any character. You can change what they're wearing and how they look and their emotions. To add a character, you click on the character and then they're added to the square that you have selected. Now I can move a character simply by clicking and dragging, because right now move is selected. If I want to resize a character, I click on scale, and then I have to click on the character again and then move the character or make the character big or small. Okay, I'm going to add another character. I'm going to add the baby. Now let's say I want to move this baby behind Abe Lincoln. What I have to do is click Bring to Front, and I have to click on Abe Lincoln. And now Abe Lincoln is in the front. And if I want to resize the baby, I click on Scale, and then I click on the baby, and I can make the baby big or small. Okay. If I want to move the baby, I have to click on Move. If I want to flip the baby, I click on Flip. I'm flipping the baby. Okay. If I want to delete the baby, I click on Delete. The baby is now gone. Okay. Now I want to show you thought bubbles or talk balloons. There's talk balloons and thought balloons. I'm going to click on talk balloons. Again, I can choose from different types. The same with thought balloons. I can choose from different types. Now, if I click on this thought balloon and I type in here, blah, 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 blah. If I want to resize this text, it's really simple. All I do is I click on Scale, and I click on the thought balloon, and I can make it smaller or bigger. You don't want to make it too small. You want to make sure it's readable. Okay. I'm going to move it, so I'm going to click on Move, and then move the thought balloon. Now I'm going to move the character. Okay, the final thing I want to show you, well, actually there's a couple more things. There's panel prompts. You can create a panel prompt for this slide. You can make your own here if you want. The end. And here you can type your own. Click on Type Your Own. And you can begin typing in here. One day, ... You can change the background if you want. You can change the scene, or you can change the color. Here I'll show you how to change the scene. This is for objects and also scenes. Click on this and you'll first see objects that you can add to your scene if you want. I don't really want that. I'm going to click on Delete. Let me see. I'm going to click through here and see if I can find some backgrounds as well. Lots of different objects. Here we go. Now all I have to do is click on this and it becomes part of my background. I'm going to click on the next square to show you how to change the color. What I do is I simply click on the square and I choose from different colors. It will change the color of that square. So I've showed you how to add characters, how to add objects, how to change the scene, and how to add speech and thought bubbles. Now what I want to do is show you how to change your panel choices. You can choose from 2 panels here, 3 panels, and 4 panels. Those are your choices. That's it. Okay. So if I want 2, I click on 2, and that's fine if you just want 2. When you're all finished with your comic, then it's time to print or email the comic. We're actually not going to print it. I will let you email it. So in the space, if you know your parents' email, you can enter it here. Or if you have an email that you share with your parents, you can put it in this space here. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to do a print screen. I'm going to press Shift Print Screen at the same time. Shift, you should know where that is, and Print Screen. Print Screen is up by your F10, F11, F12 keys. I'm going to go ahead and okay, I just pressed Shift and Print Screen. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my PowerPoint, go to My Computer, find your student drive, double-click on Totally Rad PowerPoint Project. Okay. And for the very next slide, we are going to add our comic. You can title it whatever you want. I'm going to title it My Funny Comic. And again, I didn't actually type a funny comic because I didn't want to waste your time during this video. What we're going to do now is Shift Print Screen is like the same as copying everything on your screen. So all you have to do is right-click with your mouse and paste. And your entire screen will appear here. Now, you probably don't want your entire screen. So what you're going to do is you're going to double-click on the picture, and then click on Crop up here. Crop is like cutting your picture, okay? Click on Crop, and then you're going to cut your picture so it only includes your comic, okay? There we go, looking good, cutting my picture. Okay, now I'm going to click on an empty space out here, and then I'm going to click on my picture again, and then resize my picture. Oh no! I forgot the title. Don't forget the title on your comic, and also make sure to include who it's created by, okay? And I'm sure your comic will be much funnier than my comic. Have fun with this activity. Don't forget to save when you're done. Click on this little disc to save. Bye-bye.